My greetings to all the children. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter called Prehistoric Society. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the difference between historic period and prehistoric period, the origin of earth and development of living beings, the different ages like Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic and Iron Age. Generally, the history may be divided into three major periods. The criterion used to classify these periods is the availability of script or writings. The three periods are prehistoric period, protohistoric period, and historic period. Let us talk about prehistoric period. The period in which no record of writings is found is prehistoric period. Example, Stone Age. Next is protohistoric period. The period in which the record of writings is available but not understood by the succeeding ages is protohistoric period. Example, Harappan civilization. Next is historic period. The period that has a distinct record of writings and can be understood by the succeeding ages is historic period. Now let us talk about the origin and development of human beings. Scientists say that the earth was born 4.6 million years ago. First living beings appeared on earth were single-celled bacteria called prokaryotes. These bacteria were capable of living in the absence of oxygen. Then, some 4000 to 2500 million years ago, lichen or algae were seen. These became the source of evolution of plants and animals. In this road to evolution, 570 million years ago, fishes evolved. 438 to 408 million years ago, insects. 408 to 360 million years ago, amphibians. Approximately 320 million years ago, reptiles. 248 million years ago, dinosaurs. 213 million years ago, birds and mammals. 65 million years ago, huge mammals. 25 million years ago, apes. 5 million years ago, bipeds. And 1.8 million years ago, humans evolved. The first humans appeared in Africa, and from there, they migrated to the different parts of the world. Let us talk about different stages of prehistoric period. They are Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, and Neolithic age. First is Paleolithic age. This period is the beginning of human history. Human beings lived upon fruits, edible plants, tubers, etc. They lived in caves and rock shelters. They made simple stone tools like scrapers, knives, cleavers, burins, and microliths from quartzite and flint. They used large leaves and bark of trees as cloths. In the last stage of Paleolithic age, they learned hunting and fishing. They learned to control fire. Mesolithic age or Microlithic age. It is the period between Paleolithic age and Neolithic age. Humans started using small tools that were more efficient than that of Paleolithic age. As food was not available all the time, they started rearing animals. This led to animal husbandry. Next is Neolithic age. To avoid the shortage of food, humans started producing their own food. They started cultivation of crops. This enabled them to settle at one place, leaving aside the life of wanderers. When they started the agriculture, they faced the problem of storing it. This led them to make handmade pottery. Later on, after the introduction of wheel, different types of pots were easy to make. Next is Metal Age. The use of metals began by the end of Neolithic Age. The first metal human used was copper. Then they learned to mix tin and copper to make bronze. Bronze was harder than copper. Copper and Bronze Stone Age. As the quantity of copper and bronze tools were low, stone continued to be there for tools making. Hence, the period was Copper and Bronze Stone Age. Agriculture and animal rearing were the main occupations. Design pots, copper implement, and jewelry were part of this era. With the fine tools, agricultural production increased, hence started the era of trade with other parts of the world. Ironstone Age. Iron is hard metal and was in use in South India much before copper. During the Iron Age, people across much of Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa began making tools and weapons from iron and steel. These tools were very strong and long lasting. This changed the future of agriculture and human development. During this period, in south of India, stone circle was constructed around the chamber where the dead body is kept. This period is also called as Grand Stone Culture. In Karnataka, people call it as Hut House of Pandava, Stone of Mauryas. Thereafter, Nanda Maurya empires became prominent. Important, site, important sites of Iron Age is found in various parts of Karnataka. With the surplus yield, the class which had more surplus was the ruling class. In this chapter, the timeline mentioned may vary as per the region. Here are the new words which we found in this chapter.